This is the Leo Climaco podcast.
Dusty and Jody.
Doctors.
Tell them about their story. This woman's story is crazy. She was actually in Mexico prison for 23 days. She was going to Mexico with her husband on a flight. She called the airlines. They said, okay, she can conceal weapons, this gun, this and that. Well, when they got off the plane, they took both of them.
Wow.
At the end of the day, they kept her, let him go, held her for ransom. It cost him over $100,000 to get her out of this Mexican prison.
Wow.
And she's a blonde doctor, mind you.
Yeah. But just to hear their
That's
stories, that's the
crazy.
type of people that comes on these masterminds and
Yeah.
they're couples wanting to work together. I mean, it blows my mind because you know what? Sometimes you really, we got it good.
We all have
lot
a
of
story
people.
to tell, and our story inspires people, and it
Yeah.
helps people put things in perspective. When you hear stories like that, you're like, whoa, what I thought I was going through ain't that bad, okay?
Right.
But then the funny thing about her is that she was actually she's like, I wouldn't take it back. If I could do it again, I would do it again. She's like, it was where even though I didn't eat for days sometimes, and like they don't feed me, and she's like, it was a story I needed to have.
She
because-
learned.
Yeah, because she's like, my life was too perfect. It was too easy. It was too, and she's like, I didn't understand. Like I wanted something gritty that I can feel, that I can have emotion, that I can be relatable. And
God provided, girl.
And she made a book, and she did all the things, and
And the sad thing is that the American embassy didn't help her. The airlines didn't help her. They all told her, "Oh, this is what you're doing." When it was done, game over.
And by the way, they followed every rule that they were told. They asked, how can I bring my gun in? And they did everything the way they're supposed to, and it still didn't work on the other side. So note to self,
don't listen to
be
American
very
Airlines or the
careful with
police
that.
Wow.
when it comes to concealed weapons.
And one of the things that impacted me the most about their story is that he and she both said that this experience that they had now, so they take her, they leave him behind. His wife's in jail. He can't get to her.
Wow.
He can visit her different days, different times, different hours, just really random, has no control, can't do anything about this. And the end result is they are closer than ever. Their relationship went from, I guess, okay, to the best relationship. They appreciate, they love each other.
Wow.
They're having so much fun. They launched another business. They gave us all these great goodies, right? And they have like
That
a
connection
printing.
that was created there.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can't
They
match
said they
that.
would never give that back.
Yeah.
And so they took a really, really tough situation and they came out of it
Wow.
better than ever. And they have a really cool company called Get 'Em Wet.
Okay.
It's like Salt Life, you know?
Okay.
It's
I
great.
was scared to ask.
I know. It's like baseball hats, and you know, it's a surfer, beach.
The little holders for the drinks.
Very cool.
They go around and share their story, and they even go to a lot of different personal development courses together as husband and wife, and try to find new people and to share experience with. And that's awesome.
They
That's
took
awesome.
what happened to them.
Been on a personal development it's amazing.
Yeah.
Couples, friends, whatever, your daughters.
They took what happened to them and they use it to inspire other people. And it's just so amazing when
That's
you see
incredible.
people do that, because we can curl up and become victim and crawl into a ball when something like that happens, and we can hang on to that victim mentality forever if we want. And that's the end. That's the beginning and the end, and that's the way you go. Or you can flip that coin and turn it into something that not only adds value to your own life and your own relationships, but now you're going to go out and inspire other people.
Yeah.
Mind-blowing, and the most lovely people in the world. We love you so much if you're watching.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
And so people
and
like
Dusty.
that's what we pride ourselves on. And you know, we say sponsors, but it's really a collaboration and brand partners.
Right.
Because we want to help the brands and, you know, specifically their brand and their story behind it to be able to come out and come to life. Like, it's already been through their life, so let's, you know, kind of put that out there.
Right.
And
Shine that light.
absolutely. And that's what we do. That's, you know, one of the major focuses of the show. Not only women empowerment, but highlighting people and their journeys and their brands and what they've built and how
Their breakdowns, their wins,
Yes.
all their things.
All of those
Entrepreneurs.
things.
We have so many entrepreneurs that come on the show, Dine with the Divas, Travel with the Divas, and we tell their story in a fun, entertaining way. So it's not like a sit-down interview. It's not like a
Right.
stand in front of the red carpet interview. It's like I did an interview in a hot air balloon in the middle of the sky. on the Utah episode, we literally
That's
interviewed somebody.
awesome.
And so like we do it in really fun, cool places. And it just makes it a good experience for the people that are on the show. And it helps them be more authentic and open up more. And so, and it's fun. It's fun to watch.
Speaking of doing interviews in amazing places, how about the Sandbar and Peace and Plenty and Josh? Tell them more about
Yeah.
where we stayed.
That was so fun. So yeah, Peace and Plenty. We stayed with Josh Leadoff, which is the transparent artist. So he does really amazing artwork for a lot of big celebrities. I mean, Steve Aoki has a piece, Guy Fieri has a piece. Everybody you can think of has a piece of his
Very cool.
artwork, and it's very about transparency. And so it's all like money, currency. So he's also an owner of the Peace and Plenty in Exumas, and he's been a friend of mine for a long time. So he brought us there, and then we did his interview literally like at sunset on a sandbar in the middle of the waters, like in the middle, like literally if you turn every
Wow.
which way, you couldn't, like you're like, where's the land? There's no land. And we did an interview in the middle of the water, just standing at ankle deep.
That's incredible.
Pretty fun spot to do it. And
Where's that episode?
well, we just shot it, so it's coming. Like 3
I
weeks
want to
ago.
watch it.
It's coming. Well, the really exciting thing is we just launched our network. So the Dining Empire, you can now get it in the Apple and Google Play Store. So you can watch our
Nah,
shows anytime.
congratulations.
Thank you. And we are launching, we're going full streaming this year. We were on Travel Channel and WeTV, but with cable kind of going out the door now after 6 years, we've decided to move full streaming. So we got to deal with Google TV, Apple TV, and Prime Video.
Wow, look at where we are.
So
That
exciting
cable
times.
TV is going out the window
Yeah.
and we're going full streaming.
Yeah.
Incredible.
It's like when you had the radio tape player and you
Yes.
have to like wind it back
Yes.
up,
And the
and now
beeper.
it's just like right in your ear, like you can pull it out
Exactly.
of the sky. So yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta evolve.
Yes.
So the partnership she was talking about, I'm not going to say all the specifics, but we are in 2025 shooting a show behind the show. So it will be about the divas and how we manage our lives and still look good and then still work together and don't fight. I mean, we listen, like all women, of course we have our disagreements, but it's the way we handle it
Right.
and how we talk through things and
Right.
how we are, transparent and, and respectful of each
Like
other's
human
feelings.
beings.
Yes. And that's something I think a lot of women need to work on. Like we always have to work on how are we showing up for each other? How are we talking to each other? How are we portraying ourselves? And we all have our moments, we have our time of the month and we have a stressful day and our kids drove us crazy or the boyfriend, but at the end of it, it's just like how we, respect each other and respect our
Right.
relationships. And so we're going to show the backside of our lives, which, there is drama like in everyday life. A
sure.
kid failed this and I got in a car accident and this happened. But it's really about like how we're all running 1,000,000 miles an hour and then we come together and then you see the behind the scenes of the show, which is actually hilarious because the whole show behind the scenes is funny.
It really is. I mean,
Probably funnier than the actual show.
probably like some of those things as we, we're coming up with, and creating these ideas for the show. And we just finished filming in Virginia. And it is funny because there was so much stuff, that we felt should be on there. Like Christina's running when she's like, shit, I forgot my pants, type of thing. We're like, well, you kind of need those. But, and we do, we have our fits, we cry, we lose eyelashes, we lose lipstick, and, we have meltdowns. We really do. But what I love about that behind the scenes is Christine can call me and say, hey, I'm having a tough day, or it looks more like, sort of thing. And I'm like, okay, babe, what do you need? What's the end result? All right, what can I do?
You guys
for
are there for each other.
We are, and
Yeah.
Geraldine does the same for me, and
Everybody's
Ingrid does.
feelings
yeah.
are valid, and it's the
Right.
truth.
And they matter.
And exactly, even though it may not resonate with you, but it's okay, and you're in a safe space. Yes. That's what's most important. Yes. You're in a safe space to feel comfortable, to be able to share, and just be open and honest, and not feel condemned or being judged.
Right.
So that's why it's important to be around empowering women that want to help you and elevate you and not condemn who you are. Because a lot of women, I'm gonna have to say, they do that. And a lot of women say they are
that competition,
women in
right?
power, but they're really not. Like, come
Right.
on, girls, let's get it together. Like, please. I have a heart of gold, and I have to say, my
I can
heart's
tell.
so pure, and that's where I become very vulnerable out. And that's where I give away these blessings. And I have to really learn how to hold that a little bit back and to share it with the ones that really do respect me and care
deserve it.
about me.
Yeah, and deserve it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, I wear my heart on my sleeve.
Yeah, I think all of the girls do, and that's what makes us special and brings us together. Because
So it makes y'all divas.
although we're so different in different walks of
Yeah.
life and nationalities and businesses, But from a persona perspective, Christine's got a heart of gold. Geraldine's got a heart of gold. I got a heart of gold. You know, all of our women have, you know, those characteristics.
Yes.
And we do have to be careful because we love to help people. We are givers and we want to help you in your business and here, there, and the next.
And you can give too much sometimes.
That is me all day long.
Same.
And I will come full force
I'm also
out
a giver.
with everything. And then
Yeah.
I have to realize, let me pull back. Because not everybody deserves that piece of me.
Not to engage. What is the number one? What is the
Number one rule for engagement is not to engage.
And that's what you got to do as a diva.
Yes.
Sometimes it's all going to happen.
Yeah. And I think that's going to happen anyway, no matter who you are, whether you're a diva or not, business or not. It just happens. And so just along my journey, because I was always, bam, right out there and let me give and help you with everything I can. And I've had to learn how to kind of dial that back and, you know, have the discernment on who gets that and who gets access to me and who gets my time. Because I am valuable. My time is
Yes,
valuable. And then when I
100%.
give what I give, that triples the value.